Hey, what up, what up, what up? This is Wesley A. Johnson II, aka Pastor Wes, aka your cousin, your uncle, your boy, your friend. I am here at the Vail Sports Facility in Middletown, Connecticut. Many of you know that I have joined a phenomenal squad, part of the team for the Connecticut Cobras, which is making history in the state of Connecticut. It is the only pro team, basketball team in the state of Connecticut. Secondly, it is the first of its kind in Fairfield County. And third, it is the only sports franchise in the state of Connecticut that is minority owned and operated. And so we're doing some big things today. We're here at our first combine, packed. We set it at 30. I think it's about 30 dudes that are here. And man, are they getting it in. Some really talented brothers who played high-level college basketball, everything from Division III to Division I. Many of them have played overseas or have experienced the overseas leagues, and many of them, man, are just talented and looking for another opportunity. And so we're grateful to be able to provide another opportunity, another platform for these brothers to pursue their passions and their purposes, which strikes me as I think about conversations that we normally have with twisted theology, where we push back on Western ideology, where we push back on traditional ways of thinking about the concept, the reality, and the idea of God. And today, I really could not help but think about the intelligence of the body. We call it kinesthetics. It is the intelligence of the body. It is the body's ability to do some divine things. And as I watch these young brothers perform, yeah, they put in work, but so much of this is natural. I think about how we are able to see the full expression of divinity through our bodies. Western theology has done a number on us in diminishing the sacredness and the divinity that is in our body. And so when we talk about the body, we talk about sin. We talk about sin. Even when we talk about our temples, we are always talking about it from the perspective and the viewpoint of sin. But I want us to look at our bodies, man, as wholly divine, and be able to see God's full expression in every area of our existence, to include the body. And so often, man, young brothers have been made to feel that they are less than intelligent, because that is the primary way in which they communicate their intelligence. And even those of us whose skin has been kissed by nature's sun, we have bought into that. But I want to suggest to you that there is something beautiful, something majestic, something divine about the intelligence of the body. And I am honored and privileged to be able to hang out today, to be with these brothers as they express their divinity using the platform of basketball. And so would you help me encourage these brothers as they are intentional in pursuing their passions and their purposes, whatever you think about them, they are intentional in pursuing that, probably against the better judgments of those who are endeared to them, those who love them. But sometimes it is those who are closest to us who mean well, who often hinder us from entering into spaces that have already been preordained. And so I am applauding these young brothers today for making the sacrifice and the commitment to be here today. And I do hope and pray, man, that, as I said to them today, that some of them will discover themselves today. They will discover that basketball is a tool that will launch them into greater purposes. It's beyond the performance on the court for many of these young men. They will get an opportunity using the game of basketball to discover them. It is more than just basketball. Some of these young brothers will recognize that they are or will begin to define themselves by where they are going and not where they're standing. And so let us applaud any human being who feels passionate about something and is willing to risk all to pursue it. Can I ask a question? What would have happened if you would have pursued that thing that you were deeply passionate about? Maybe your story would look different. Kinesthetic of the body. Kinesthetic of the body. Is it 1 Corinthians? Is it 1 Corinthians that talks about all of the different functions of the body, and how all of them work they're intertwined in their operation. None is better than the other. All have a unique purpose and function that makes the body thrive at its highest level. And we see that most diligently and most beautifully in the expression of athletics. And so I'm out of here, man. I just wanted to come say something as I thought about this idea of how we see God. And today I'm getting an opportunity to see divinity through a bunch of brothers, man. And not just brothers in terms of African American, predominantly, yes. But diversity is certainly represented in terms of ethnicity and race. And what a beautiful thing it is. And hopefully these young brothers will be able to walk fully into that, at least for a season, what they believe they've been called to do, and be able to take care of their families and be able to supplement their income through something that they really love to do. Divinity, as it is understood and expressed in the body. Peace and blessings.